I used to urinate up to my teenage. Let's say I stopped touching my bed when I was 13 years.
Guys, this is not a podcast. I just wanted to create something on unfiltered opinion about bedwetting because I was once a victim. I was among the few 10% of growing up teenagers who wet their beds. I guess mine was genetic. Growing up as a child, wetting your bed was normal in our family because the previous generation before me have also known to be bedwetters. I mean, if you wake up in the morning and you claim you've not bedwet, that will be a surprise and a lie at the same time. They will have to counter check you to confirm you're telling the truth. And by the way, you will get a reward. And cases like that used to happen once in 5 months. So the rest of the days, you'll always be known to be a bedwetter. Imagine on waking up every early morning having to take a shower, especially cold shower, because you can't go to school while smelling urine. Those were difficult morning to say, but I was not alone. At least I was with my sisters. Looking back, there are funny scenarios I used to do being daily bedwetters. I'll try to list a few of the scenarios. Yeah, so the first one, you would have urinated on your bed and then you wake up very early in the morning before everyone. You do a change of dry clothing and then the wet ones, you hide them where no one will see. Then waking up now on a normal morning, like when everyone is awake, when they're doing a check, I'm drying, and you'll claim it's not me. So the whole blame will be on your sisters. At times, I'll even wake up pretending to be very sick so I can continue to just sleep, especially during weekends because I've marked the spot where it's wet. So I switched to a dry spot. The whole pretending scenario was for you to avoid taking out mattress and then bringing it back. Being lazy plus it's a walk of shame. Neighbors seeing you every morning with your mattress out. Especially now that I had a crash in the hood. My worst bedwetting era was during primary. Yeah, the primary that I was at, you it was a must. It was compulsory for one to join boarding in class 7. So most of the nights were sleepless because there, in my primary, it was more of a culture shock per se. Coming from a household where urinating on bed was perceived as normal, now here I am in a society where knitting in bed is termed as cringy, an abomination, and a taboo here. So the 10% that I was used at home days, it was now trimmed down to 5%. I guess we were only few girls who were urinating in our beds. I guess we were around two to three. Yeah, two to three girls. Yeah, unless maybe there are others who are hiding, maybe because of shame. Yeah, and so for the just specific numbers who could not hide because it was something like a daily routine. Yeah, the challenge that I faced was being beaten by my dorm patron simply because I've wet my bed. That was his routine. Every evening preps he comes up and calls out a list of people who have wetted their beds, and then they receive proper caning. Yeah, at times I used to be spared because I was tiny. I was not receiving the discipline. And then you know how there is this shame about taking your mattress out as a bedwetter. Taking it early in the morning has no issue because it's still dawning and none can see you. The huge task is bringing it back. Our dormitory was upstairs, so the ground floor was classes, and then the second floor it was staff room. So you have to pass through the staff room so that you can get to your dorm. So and the way mattress have no filters, like the mattress cover have no filters. If it's yours, it's yours. So imagine passing by through the staff room, and everyone, every teacher will just mark your mattress and whenever your mattress is out, they'll just know this one is mine. So imagine teachers knowing that you urinate every day. That was very boring about my primary era of bedwetting. Moving back to secondary school, there was me skilling myself on how to stop bedwetting. You know, this is an involuntary activity. You can't control it. Like, you don't plan. You just wake up in the morning and then you get surprised. You've wetted your bed. I'm an extrovert being. My school mom used to treat me nicely. Yeah. Any day I would urinate, I'll take my mattress out in the morning, and then in the evening she'll bring it for me because she knew I had shame carrying my mattress alone while people are watching. Yeah. In high school I used to not to urinate daily, and I can't explain why. Maybe because it's being treated well. Yeah, and like in primary, it was like the whole experience was chaotic and traumatic. So every night you'll sleep in fear of being caned the next day or during evening preps. Yeah, so you'll just end up urinating in fear. Yeah. In high school, I had care, I had help, and I had guidance. So it reached a time my school mom got expelled out of school. Yeah. So I had the trauma and anxiety kicked back in me again. The old scenarios awakened themselves. Yeah, so the drama scenario that I was doing in high school, let's say maybe I bedwet and then I flip my mattress, like the side that I had been lying on comes at the bottom, and then now the non-wet part comes at the top here. So when they're counter checking, like let's say maybe during the meeting when they're counter checking who has urinated, and they open my mattress is dry. Yeah. So I guess that's how I was surviving in high school. It reached a point my dom mom saw my struggle, and she used to care. Yeah, she approached me and told me, "Hi, Diane, I like you." I liked her to allow her to be my mom because she's right now my school mom has left, and she was the one who was responsible for every action that I do. So she approached me and tells me I allow her to be my mom, and in case if I fear going out to urinate alone, I can wake her up and tell her to take me outside at night so that I can urinate. And she went ahead and explained to me, like, if I urinate, I come and tell her, and she can remove for me my mattress and she'll bring it for me. She said that's okay to her. Then I said it's okay. Yeah. And honestly, that's the kindest, sweetest treatment I've ever got as a bedwetter. But my whole self could not accept it. I did not want history to repeat itself. She was my senior. If she goes like how my school mom went, you see, that will be again me repeating the same scenarios. Yeah, and I was here surviving alone and adjusting to my own progress and learning things on my own. Yeah. So I ended up rejecting her kindness without telling her no. I said it's okay, yeah, but no, it was not okay. I did not want to manipulate her power because she's the mom. I slowly made progress alone. I used to congratulate myself in the morning whenever I wake up and I have not wetted my bed. Yeah, when until now it reached a point where it was no more bedwetting. Yeah, I overcame it. Yeah, yeah, to that point, like now I'm waking up from Monday to Monday without me having to urinate. Yeah, and yeah, that's how I made my progress. Yeah, of stopping to bedwet. I don't want this to be a long story. Yeah, so I'll try to cut it short. I've cut a lot of things inside. Yeah, but maybe probably you can listen to my friend's audio that she shared to me on her experience on bedwetting.
Bedwetting or urinating on the bed is a common issue that affects both children and adults. And it's a normal part of development, especially for children who are under 5 years. and they normally outgrow out of it. But for some people, it continues even until they go to high school or even past high school. Like personally, I was urinating on the bed even after high school. That means even after I was 18 years old. And it's important to note that bedwetting is not typically a result of laziness or intentional behavior. I mean, no one would intentionally just urinate on the bed, but it's always involuntarily and it can cause significant distress for the individual experiencing it. It can have a negative impact on self esteem, particularly in older children and adults. I mean, maybe you have a girlfriend, wife, or husband wetting the bed. It can really lower their self esteem and it may lead to feelings of embarrassment, shame, and social withdrawal. So it's good to offer support and understanding to individuals dealing with this issue, like abusing them, telling them they are grown-ups, they shouldn't wet the bed, telling them maybe secluding them from interacting with other people, children can really be, it's not good, it's bad. So if you or someone you know is dealing with bedwetting, just remember that it's a common issue experienced by many. So by seeking the right help and support, I think it's possible to manage and overcome bedwetting while addressing any underlying causes. If I manage to cope the issue, I think anyone in the same situation would, because right now I'm over 25 years old and I don't urinate on the bed anymore. Actually, it has been ever since I turned 20 or 21 years, I have never experienced bedwetting again. I have managed it in one way or another, so I don't do it anymore. So I think anybody can do it.
What do you think, guys? Should I make part two of this, indulging a conversation with therapists, victims who have been bullied, medics, or etc? Comment down below how you want me to approach this. Not a way of a podcast, because I don't know how to. So this is not a podcast. This is just an unfiltered opinion.